Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Commander's Crypt. Today I've got the top 10 white creatures in Commander. Honorable mention, Mentor of the Meek. 1 white and 2. He's a 2/2. Whenever another creature with power or 2 or less enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 1 colorless. If you do, draw a card. This is an experiment that Wizard of the Coast is doing with white, allowing extra card draw, and I like it. White needs help. Number 10, Benny Brack's Zoologist. I know this pick may be controversial, but because he's got Convoke, I think that he's viable in competitive EDH and should be play tested some more. At the beginning of each end step, if you created a token this turn, draw a card. So this doesn't say creature token, it's any token. So if you've got a Smothering Tithe or another way to make treasure tokens, you would be able to make treasure tokens and draw cards for just about every opponent at the table as the turn goes around. Number 9, Mother of Runes. For 1/1, she is very, very fantastic. The name of the game is Commander, and you want to be able to protect your commander. This is one of the many ways in which you can do that. This allows you to interact with any spot removal when people try to take out your commander. Number 8, Moon Bless Cleric. For 3 mana, it's a 3/2. Divine Intervention. When Moon Bless Cleric enters the battlefield, you may search your library for an enchantment card, reveal it, put it on top of your library. This is what white does. Little white creatures that do something else. I absolutely love this card. Again, white's tutoring abilities are very limited, so that helps with that. Next is Ranger, Captain of Eos. I love this guy. 2 white and 1. He's a 3/3. When he enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a creature card with converted mana cost 1 or less. So you go get your Esper Sentinel, you go get your Bop, and you are able to then, he's going to be the biggest creature on the board, most probably with competitive EDH. That conversion rate's great. 3/3 for 3. But then, here's where it's at. Sack him. Your opponents can't cast non-creature spells this turn. So, you can use this to combo out. Next is Archivist of Agma. Very new card, very good card. 1 white and 1 flash. Whenever an opponent searches their library, you gain 1 life and you draw a card. Again, that's what Wizards of the Coast is doing to try to help boost white, and I like it. Next is Grand Abolisher, number 5. For 2 white, he's a 2/2. Again, great conversion rate. It'd be awesome if he was first strike. But anyway, during your turn, your opponents can't cast spells or activate abilities of artifacts, creatures, or enchantments. So again, once this guy is out, he causes major problems for your opponents. They either have to kill him or just be at your mercy during your turn when you go to combo out. Next is Sun Titan at number 4. Sun Titan is pricey as far as mana cost, but there's all kinds of loops that you can run with him. Next is Aven Mind Sensor. Again, white is the color of rule setting, telling other players what they can and can't do as part of its toolbox. And one of the best cards to do that is Aven Mind Sensor. With Aven Mind Sensor, you could flash it in. It's what white does, little white creatures that set the rules or allow your opponents or punish your opponents. There's a lot of tutoring that goes on in competitive EDH, and Mind Sensor is going to stop that shenanigans. Next is Dranith Magistrate. He's number 2. Your opponents can't cast spells from anywhere other than their hands. I've got this so high because this guy's a real problem. Once he comes out on the board, the name of the game is Commander, and once this guy gets out, the other players cannot play their commanders. So very, very strong. And number 1, Esper Sentinel. Like I said before, Wizards of the Coast has been experimenting with card draw. One of those experiments was Esper Sentinel, which completely shook the Commander format when it launched in Modern Horizons 2 in 2021. Very fantastic card, 1/1 for 1. Whenever an opponent casts their first non-creature spell each turn, draw a card unless that player pays that, so it taxes them. And the bigger this guy is, the more the tax is. So I hope you enjoyed my top 10 competitive white creatures in competitive EDH. Please like, share, and subscribe.